Hello, today we are playing Black Yellow Koala, a lead I think when it got first revealed most people thought it would be completely broken, but it ended up being more of a rogue deck. But even though it is a rogue deck, it is a powerful one and one that I don't think should be underestimated. This is the deck list I decided on after trying out multiple different things. My main places of contention were that I didn't know what 5-cost removal I wanted to run. I decided on playing Ursa Shock because it's an archetype. And the other point of contention was which top end I wanted to run. Which after quite a bit of testing I found that Stussy was the one I felt most comfortable with. One last thing I want to talk about before I'm showing you some cards that I think you should consider to put into this deck if you're choosing to build it, is this Rebecca. I personally really like this Rebecca because you can always play it off Dragon and then grab a 2k and therefore build up kind of a defensive wall like you used to do with Morio when it was still legal. But I understand why people don't play it. Cards to consider while playing this deck. First off, there's the 2ks. I think if you don't end up playing the 4-drop Rebecca, you don't actually need to run black 2ks, so I think Kuma and Baby 5 could be much better options because they have great trigger values, and I very rarely end up playing the 3-cost Betty, even though the 3-cost Betty I sometimes play and it is useful, but the Morley I never play. I feel like even on 4, if you don't have any other play, most of the time it's better to just not play it out at all. So if you don't end up running the 4-cost Rebecca, I think these are the 2-2Ks you should be replacing the ones I have in the list with. Then let's talk about our KO outlets. Again, if you don't run the 4-cost Rebecca and you end up playing more of these trigger bodies, I think Nami is a card that becomes a lot more valuable as your 5-drop KO outlet. But the reason I wasn't running it is because I didn't actually have that many trigger cards in my deck in order to play it comfortably. Then there's a Sanji, which I think is the best body to play off of Dragon in order to KO something. But apart from that, I just didn't like having another brick in the deck. Red Hawk is always a great option the moment you play any yellow deck, but because we are a 4-life leader, the threshold of being at 5 lives or more actually gets reached quite quickly, so I don't think Red Hawk is a great option in this case. Now another card to talk about is Black Vortex. Obviously a great card against Zoro, and I think we don't have the best Zoro matchup, but I found myself struggling for space already in the deck that I think I didn't feel like the upside of Black Vortex in the Zoro matchup warrants the inconsistency of the deck in other matchups, where Black Vortex is basically just a dead card slash a card you would tap 2 Don with to get -4 power to give -4 power to the opponent. For your top end, I am currently running Stussy as you could see. I think Katakuri is a great option to get rid of all of the annoying 8-cost Kid, 8-costs, or basically all the big green bodies. And if you end up playing more trigger bodies like Kuma and the 3-cost Karasu, or you end up playing Nami, the option of healing yourself becomes a lot more attractive as well. I tried the Sabo for a bit, especially because it was in archetype, and it's not bad, particularly if you go first and you end up playing the 2k Bello Betty on 3 Don. This card can get a lot of value on the 9 Don play, but apart from that, I felt like trashing a card is always a bit clunky. Ace I think is good as another heal option and also an aggressive option, but I'm personally not a super big fan of the card in the deck, but I know other people really like it, so I thought I would include it in this segment just to make you aware of it. The last card I want to talk about is this Sabo. This Sabo is a great, again, if you play more trigger bodies, I think this Sabo is a great option. As a trigger, it's always amazing because it's the same as the Baby 5. and you just get to draw 2 cards, which is insane value. But as a body itself, it's also basically a Kuma replacement, especially once you reach 0 life. But I found that any other time it's awkward to actually play because it's a 7 cost and not an 8 cost, so you don't get to draw. So it's kind of an emergency option, which didn't feel amazing for me to play. Apart from that, for the few people who might watch me a bit regularly at this point, I want to say that I'll be away for 2 weeks, so I probably won't be posting anything for the next 2 weeks, but I will be picking it up after that again, because I am currently quite enjoying doing this. I thought about pre-recording some games, but because PRBO2 is about to come out and the sim currently doesn't have a queue in itself just for PRB, I didn't see the sense in recording PRB content against OP13 leaders, because that would just show a dysfunctional meta. So yeah, I'll most likely see you in 2 weeks, and I hope you have fun with the gameplay. Koala versus Blue Purple. This matchup technically should be good for us. In my experience, it doesn't feel like it is though. Blue Purple still just has too much value, where burning 1 life from leader ability doesn't matter that much. Our hand really isn't great, so we'll just swing 8. Damn, crazy rhyme. Next turn we'll most likely play Karasu and not swing at all. But I think choosing not to swing for a turn and playing a character down that trashes their hand every turn is worth it. To die for, okay. We'll just play Karasu and pass. Not the best, but he's only on 7 Don right now, so we gotta go. I mean, he just trashed Bargoa while having a Rosie there. That means he definitely has a second Bargoa. So I don't think we're swinging this turn, which sucks because I really want to swing. But here we are. I think we'll grab a dragon, but we might just ditch that immediately anyways. I think next turn I want to play a Saba to get rid of this Rosie. Yeah, because he doesn't need to play 9 drops or 8 drops at all. I mean, he can play them once, but 1 life ban doesn't really matter. Apart from that, he's just gonna play Namis and Rosies and then slowly win the game over time by the value he gets. Alright. We can play Sabo here. We can also play Zeus and try to remove both of these characters on the board right now. Start with a 6 at Rosie, see what he does. Trashes a God Threat and an Usohachi. Still has a Bargoa in hand, right? So that's probably the 2 Don here. I think playing the Saba is just best. I could play Zeus and the hack and then swing like 10 at this Rosie, but Bargoa plus 1k gets out of it. So I think I'd just KO the Rosie and then get the draw from leader ability. There's the Bargoa we were talking about. Here's the Mihawk Sanji. It's just such a good combo. Burn his life. And let's give him a 2k. He's gonna swing with the Nami too. Doesn't seem like it. Let's see if we can cheese him a little by swinging 6 first and then him hoping that he drops a card and takes one as well. And then we can play a Robin. Okay, perfect. Let's play a Robin. Do we want to trash a Dragon or the Kuma? Because I think I might want to actually just Ursa Shock the Nami here. I think I'll trash the Kuma. Let's see what cards he ditches. A Kairos and an 8-cost Luffy. Let's go 9 lead. He probably has Giant. He ditches that. Use Ursa Shock and draw a card. We got him to 0, which is not bad. He draws himself a Giant. He red rocks the Robin. Oh, he's just trying to go for game, huh? We have 10k counter in hand, so we do not mind taking these. And here we have the counter. GG's. Koala versus Rayleigh. We have to go first. Our hand is alright. We really would want to have a Searcher though to contest with his. I think I'll keep though. Because I think Hack and Kuma are just too important. Let's go 8. Shows him King Kong gun and armament. Same 2. Has his perfect curve. I'll make him take a life. I'll give him a 1k. This one will take. Let's go 5 into the Nami and play a Hack. And pass. I'll block and kill the Luffy. Plays a second Luffy. Shows us the same 2 events. Plays a Boa. Grabs a Rat Beam. Will use effect to burn a card in his hand. Start with a 5 at Sanji, even though he's probably just gonna counter it. We'll use event, we'll grab a counter event. Let's play Kuma. Trash Ursa Shock because I don't think we'll use it in this matchup. If anything, we'll grab Hack back with Dragon. Give a 1k while we can. Definitely gonna take some damage this turn. 7 at lead. Let's figure that out. Let's block that immediately. Shows us 2 events to buff the Luffy. We'll take that 2. Plays a Kid Killer. Let's take that as well. Alright. Tough one. Let's go 5 into the Sanji. Wanna use that. Let's go 6 into Sanji, and then we play Dragon to bring back Hack and leave 1 done up for Waxing Fist. Okay, he defends that too. Pass. Okay, let's block that one and kill the Kid Killer. Let's do an Ursa Shock. Not Ursa Shock, Waxing Fist. To defend. Plays a Sanji. Shows us 2 events that don't have counters, so he definitely has to be careful not to die though. Goes 8 lead. Null guns. Okay, so he doesn't die. But we don't die either. We got 8 into the Luffy, which you can't defend. Oh, maybe you can defend. And then we'll go into the Sanji. And then we'll play Kuma. Then we'll play Rebecca and grab... Oh, we don't even have a 2k to grab back, huh? It's fine, we'll grab back a hack. Thought we'd have a 2k in there by now, but I guess not. We've only used the Zeus as a 2k. He grabs a To Never Doubt and he shows us a To Never Doubt and a Congadling. We'll block while we can. He plays a Buggy to grab a Conquerors. Grabs Zoro. Swing 6, which will 2k. 7, which I think will let go. And I still don't need to go for game. I'll just go 8 into the Koala, into the Zoro. Let's meet Conquerors. Okay, so we know that's a To Never Doubt and a King Kong in hand. So we can decide to clear this cleanly and just play 2 hacks, or we swing like 4 here. You can probably clear the Sanji, the Zoro lives, and then we have a life and a hack. Probably doesn't matter. Double hack is probably nice. You know what? I think if we play double hack, we don't even need to swing at this Sanji. I think we can literally just play double blocker. And this should be enough. And then we are certain we have lethal next turn. We'll block here and kill the Buggy. Shows us a King Kong and an observation. This will give 2k, just in case we need to heal again. Okay, he doubles observations, I'm not sure what he's looking for. Okay, To Never Doubt, maybe he wants to like use one To Never Doubt, put us to 0, but we could even counter this. But we don't have to, he's gonna die either way. So 9, just for the sake of it, of Conqueror's Haki, we can spread 2 Don here as well. And GG. Koala vs Zoro. Let's see how this goes. He chose first, so I think I'll keep this. We have a double search on turn 1. Let's grab a Kuma and a Dragon. This way we can play Rebecca on a turn after, into Kuma, into Dragon, into Kuma. At least that's the hope. Swings 5, which I'll definitely defend. For 3 I'll play a Tashigi, which is okay with me. I don't think I ever really want to Zeus in this game. So let's swing with Koala, just take counter back and be happy with that. It's honestly better than playing a hack, because a hack would just die to Shigi. Okay, he plays a Cavendish. It's not bad. Grabs a Mihawk. 2k again. Oh, do we play Robin? Is Robin better than Kuma? I feel like it's not, because he can just rest the Robin and swing into it. Yeah, let's play Kuma, trash. Let's trash the Robin. Then swing 5 lead. And then if he wants to swing into the Kuma, he'll just heal me. Or I can even choose to block with the Rebecca. Yep, it's fine. Alright, that's also fine. Heals us. And take the damage. Sure, I don't think this card will become very handy in this matchup. Let's swing a 2 into Karina. If he wanted to defend that, I didn't mind. Let's bottom deck some cards. Play a Kuma or Robin. Robin now. I think I'll just keep playing Kumas. And then I'll swing 5 lead and draw 1. If he plays a Mihawk, he has to take a life. Okay, he plays a Zoro. He has to take a life for that. For sure. It's 2k here. Take that one. 2k, 1k. Now, I mean, potentially we kill. I know one of it is a brick. If we don't kill here, do we die? Probably. I mean, we can still play Kuma, so we'd have 5 life against. So I don't think we die. Let's try 8 here. Let's go 9. Oh man, he really wants me to go for it. Can he defend? Can he really defend 12? Or 13? Let's think about this. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 swings after. He doesn't even have Donna up for like events. If we play Kuma and leave 2 Donna up, and let's say he rests both Don, I think I just need to go for it. He didn't have it. GG's. This Zoro definitely made things scary though. Because even if we play Kuma, I don't think we can survive, because he can swing like an absurd amount of times. Because he can go 9, 9, 9, put 7, restand 2 Don, and he's still on 9 Don then. And then let's say he goes 1, 2, 3, 7, then he's at 6 Don, 7, 8, 8. That's what he could swing. We are never living with this Zoro on board. But luckily we didn't have to. GG. Koala into Yamato, that could get scary very quickly. Let's mulligan, let's see if we can find some blockers. Here's a Yamato Sacha on 1. Grabs a Tonoyasu. We have all the search in the world. Let's grab some 2k, a 2k. And do we grab the event? Just grab another 2k. Six will give a 2k. Then he plays Tonoyasu. I think we'll just swing 5 at lead and play a hack. And pass. Okay, he buffs and banishes. We will just do this and kill the Izo. And he just played Kiko of Mihawk, so we'll make him take a life. Then let's do some more searching. Let's grab a dragon for the next turn. Grab another 2k. Swing 5 at lead and play another hack. Could have also potentially swung into the Kiku. Because it's not active yet, but this way we can kill the Kiku while it's not active yet. Yep. Take and kill. Seven banish, I won't let through. This one, I could counter it as well. Would be bad necessarily. I think I'll counter it because then he can't put 2 Don underneath his Izo for it to become a blocker. Let's go 2 into Yamato. We'll play a dragon to bring back a hack. And then swing 5 into lead to draw 1. Let's... who do we choose? Do we kill the Mihawk or do we kill the Izo? Let's kill the Mihawk. Just take aggression away. 6, I'll give him another 2k. That I will play another dragon. Play... Sure, let's play a hack back down. I was thinking about potentially playing a Zeus to kill the Momo, but I think just drawing is better. 7 at lead, 8 at lead. If he wants to, he can play the Doji down again. Okay, Hody is not enough to kill here. Sure, I'll give you 1k. Yeah. Alright. Let's go 8. See how he reacts. Alright, let's just play Stussy, get rid of the Hody, swing 6 to draw 1, blocks 2k, and he could have just 2k'd as well, sure why he blocked, and GG's. That was better than I thought it would be, but I assume that's just because we were able to keep playing hacks, and that just stifles aggro text too much. Either way, GG. Koala versus Saka. Let's take second, and I think we can keep this because we simply have a captain's assemble into 4, into 6, into 8. Let's grab a 2k and pass. swings 5, which I think we can just take. Plays a Brook. We'll go 5 at lead. Play a hack. See if we can remove an 8 cost this early. I most likely will play the Robin the turn after, but potentially also the Kuma. But because Saka tends to bottom deck, I'd rather get value of Robin than just get the heal and then for the body to get bottom decked and not get on KO heal. He plays Hina to reduce this, then swings with Brook, reduces some more. I guess he'll swing with Leader, put it to -2 and then play Hound Blaze. Works, it's quite inefficient. Uses Leader ability. Trash on and draw. Because it's now at -2 already, I will just use it and kill the Hina. Then he plays a Ripper. Sure, let's play Robin, trash Stussy because we don't need it in this matchup. Trash the Houndblaze and the 2k, and then I'll go 5 into the Brook. And pass. Plays a Sengoku into Hina. Will use Leader ability to make him take a life. 5 will block, of course. Then he'll pass. Do I want to Dragon here? Can't even Dragon because we don't have enough cards in trash. So let's start with the Koala. Let's take Betty. Let's go 7 into the Hina. Because I want to go into life with Leader. I mean, the Leader swing will just get blocked. But it's fine. Well, I actually want to keep the Stussy right now. Because if he doesn't get rid of this Koala, the Stussy gets some value. Let's go 5 into lead, draw, perfect. We get it done to use on Captain's Assemble, and you know what, let's take the Koala, because then if he clears the Koala, we can still play Stussy. And I don't think hack is going to be super important anymore. Plays the Shigi. Search top 5. Grabs himself a 2k. His trash isn't very fueled yet because so that he can't use Tempest Kick just yet. And I doubt he'll get to a point in the game where he can use it. Yeah, he played something off Rebecca, so he'll have to take a life again. This matchup looks awful for Saka. Uses Zoro to give Bato Bartolomeo -2. Uses Houndblades to bottom deck it, and this goes, yeah, assumed into Robin, which we will certainly counter. Uses Tempest Kick just to cycle. I'll go 7 at Hina. I think I'll still Stussy. And then I'll go 6 lead, draw 1. He 2Ks. Stussy has been feeling good in this deck. I didn't think it would, because we are only playing Koala as a 1-drop. And every other body always feels bad to trash with Stussy, but it has fixed some of the issues I've had earlier. Yeah, he has to take a life if he wants to play Kuzan. That's what's... If his plan was to play Kuzan, then he shouldn't have counted 2k from my 6 swing earlier, because he was going to take the live either way. He'll go 5 lead. I'll give him a 1k. And then we'll go 9. And by blocking that, he just gives us guaranteed lethal by going 11-11. And GG's. Koala vs UP. This is a nice hand, because we get to play a Searcher while also having Stussy in hand already. I think I'll grab the Karasu and pass. Draw, let's play this, grab a 2k and swing 7 at life. Takes to get a ram trigger because he's goaded. What are we waiting on? If it's a ram trigger, you just always take it, no? What else could it be? I don't know. It's like a judgment trigger and he had to read it. Maybe. 7 we'll take. And yeah, let's take Ursa's Shock for a potential Rosie that's coming down. We can either play Hack here or Karasu. I think I'll play Hack and swing 6. Not necessarily gonna use it for the Spawn Clay because our Koala can just swing it to the Spawn Clay. Gets rid of the Koala, which is like very annoying because now our Stussy isn't as online anymore. I'll take that one. I think I'll take that one too. Because I honestly just want to heal this turn. Let's go 5 into the Bond Clay. Let's trash Karasu and go 6. And I didn't, like, the reason I didn't block just to kill the Bond Clay is because I wanted to draw on this turn. I don't think going down to 2 life is that devastating. We potentially do need to defend this Hack though. If we just swing 6, then we definitely have to, because I want to keep something around to kill with the Stussy. Nami is not quite good enough though. If he plays Nami and Rosie, I'll definitely also shock the Rosie. I'll 2k. Okay, nice. We got another Koala. So let's play that. Let's also shock the Rosie. What do we want to do here? Do I want to play another Hack and just swing to get the draw? Could play Rebecca to get a 2k or a Robin bag. I think I'll play another Hack and just draw. I think that's okay. Now I strongly assume he'll play Sanji into Mihawk. Give him a 2k. Mihawk, yep, he has to take a life. Just Mihawk is so super manageable. The problem is when he plays 2 big drops. There you go, kill the Mihawk, get a draw, and we're still fine. He grabs a blue Sanji. Let's see if he has something on the top 5 to play down with it. Luckily right now, another Mihawk does nothing to the board. It's another 9 body, but that's it. He's also at 1 life now. Usually the trouble comes in this matchup if he can just play the 9 drops once by playing Sanji to Mihawk and then never have to play 9 drop again and only ever have to take 1 life the entire game. But like this, we are in a somewhat comfortable position. I has to take a life. And we can even, I think, go for game here by having Ursa Shock, swinging 6. And then, do I want to do that? Do I just want to load up and try to go for game, or do I want to play a Rebecca and extend the game a little? So if I swing 10, he's just going to giant. Is he going to die if I swing higher than 10? Let's try it. Either way, we'll tax resources. Perfect. Clean game. GG's. Some final thoughts. I really like this deck. I think it's a fun rogue option. I don't think you should go into an event and expect to top with it. But at the same time, if in the future somebody will have a good run with it, I also would not be surprised. Because it does have at least 50-50 matchups into a decent amount of the meta. Like the Rayleigh matchup is not as bad as I thought it would be. The Zoro matchup is also completely fine because them swinging into things like Kuma doesn't help them progress their game plan that much. And Robin in that matchup is very, very good. Against blue-purple, I think the matchup is also 50-50, but it did feel a bit lacking. I thought going in that now with them not having 8-cost Kata and 9-cost Mom anymore, Koala would just destroy them because they have no way to heal back up. But in my experience, they just play a 9-cost Sanji into a 9-cost Mihawk on the turn, on 2 turns after you played the Kuma, and then they bottom deck the Kuma, and they only have to take 1 life, and then they have 2 9-cost bodies lying there, and from then on, all they can do is play Rosies and Namis and leave Don up, and they never actually need to play a 9-drop ever again. So your leader ability doesn't get as much value as you would hope it would get. But in the occasions where they don't play another 9-cost alongside their 9-cost Sanji, or in the ones where you can remove one of their bodies with Stussy, the matchup does feel solid. Solid enough to want to bring it to a big tournament. It does have some god-awful matchups again though, like Bonnie, not great, because their leader ability just shuts down kind of what you want to do. I think the best way to approach the matchup is by trying to starve them, which feels awkward in itself in this leader because you want to swing into their life in order to draw a card of your own leader ability. But that's the only way I found success in that matchup. And then the green-purple matchup is, I want to say, borderline impossible. I think your only options are to either they don't find stage and you can KO their Sanji Puddings twice, or you have to play this Betty early in order to have a minus option to negate their stage. But I mean, you could tech harder for that matchup, so maybe that's an option that I haven't tried yet. But at the moment it feels miserable. So not having a good GP, well, having a borderline impossible GP matchup is the only thing that would prevent me personally from taking this to a big event. One last thing I want to talk about is this Robin. I think having this Robin at 2 is the perfect number. It's a really strong card, don't get me wrong, but you never actually want to see more than 1, because most of the time you want to maybe play this on 6 on the curve, and then you want to play it out of Dragon again. at maximum. And usually I only ever want to play it once. And then in some games, even if I have the option to play it, I'd rather play Akuma. And it's also not searchable of the Captain's Assemble. I think that's the main issue of this deck overall, is that it is, due to it only having look at top 3 type of searches, it is so stuck in its archetype that you can't deviate from that much. I think if you could comfortably deviate from the Revo archetype a bit and play different type of top ends or play different type of events without having to worry that your searches miss, then this deck would be a lot stronger. But because you have to play such a dense package, deviation becomes difficult. Apart from that, I hope you enjoyed the video and you have a good rest of your day.